Hello and welcome to the 2025 Himalayas tour. We did this tour at the end of September, beginning of October of 25 with big bike tours. I've got some GoPro footage and pictures to share, and I'll be kind of guiding you through the journey. So on day one, we kind of gave ourselves a self-guided tour based on our Google searches and ended up here at the Red Fort. We spent most of the day here kind of wandering around and trying to learn something on our own. We ended up getting pretty exhausted from the jet lag pretty quick, so we hopped in a tuk-tuk to head back to the hotel. On day two, we were planning to go to the Taj Mahal, but found out that it's closed on Fridays, so we hired a driver from the hotel to drive us around Delhi and show us some other landmarks. He ended up taking us to Humayun's tomb, which is a replica of the Taj Mahal. It was actually built before the Taj Mahal out of this red stone, and they built the real Taj Mahal out of white marble later. On day three, we flew from Delhi to Leh. We started day three at 11,000 feet. These are some views from our hotel. And this is the bike that we and almost everybody else was riding on the tour. They started off our acclimation by driving us up to this stupa that overlooks Leh and then walking down to the town from it. It was a lot harder to get used to the elevation than you would have expected. We took a walk through the Leh market, which is a place we came back to a few times during the trip. And here's a dog joining in on some evening prayers. Day three, we did a short ride on the motorcycles to get us used to that. And we stopped at this monastery. It was the first monastery we stopped at. It was a pretty busy one with a lot of monks. None of the other ones that we stopped at later on the tour had this many monks. Alright, so this is day four. I'm gonna stop saying what day it is because I don't remember which video is attributed to which day, and the dates on the GoPro files are messed up, so I tried to put them in the best order that I could. This was a ride out to see a bridge that was destroyed in a flood, and then do our first overnight ride to another location. So this was kind of the start, the real start to the journey. So we actually had lunch here on this concrete ledge, picnic style lunch is what they called it, and realized that we had our first bit of off-roading. So this was trying the bikes out in dirt and seeing what we liked about them, what we didn't like, what we'd have to kind of live with. I think by the end of this this day that was largely dirt, we were all kind of having fun with the bikes. Realized they were a lot more capable than they appeared, even with mostly bald, mostly street tires. We were jumping them and sliding them and just having fun with them. So I actually arrived in India still kind of getting over COVID that I had a few weeks prior. Um, and I think it was really affecting me. That and the fact that my gloves have not been waterproof in the last few years. The tour reassured me that I would need super warm gear on this ride, but we had unexpectedly cold weather. So it's just kind of putting up with the cold. This tent was beautiful, but very cold. All the gear that did get wet remained wet. Luckily it was mainly just my hands that were cold, but as a motorcyclist, you probably know cold hands means cold everything. So on this particular day, we were supposed to try to ride over a pass. It's going to turn out that the pass is closed. I think it was a landslide that had it closed, so we ended up having to turn around, come all the way back past this place where we started, and go back to the hotel we were at the night prior to this. So it wasn't just the coldest and wettest day, it was also the longest day. So we had already made it up to the top of one pass and back down, and then we stopped in this town to ask them if they knew if this pass was open. And I guess they weren't sure because we trudged on ahead, already having been up to snow level and back. We were heading even higher up into more cold and snow. If you're wondering what's going on with crazy horn honking, we were encouraged to honk when going around blind corners so cars could hear us. We kind of took it up another level and annoyed the rest of the group for the entire 2 weeks. And here we came around the corner and saw that our guide, our fearless leader, had crashed and almost gone over the edge. And while we were kind of sitting there assessing the situation, a car came up and told us that the route ahead was closed, so we did have to turn around there. And this is video of the route back that I failed to record on the way there. Alright, I don't know what day this is anymore, but it's finally sunny, and it's our first freedom ride, which means we can go ahead of the leader and we can go as fast as we want. So myself and my good German friend here, Michael, we took off from the group and tried to set the Himalayan speed record. I think we got up to 140 kilometers an hour, which is not actually that fast once you convert it. So here's a little snippet of road that made it into the intro video. Every road that we went down was under construction somewhere. Sometimes under heavy construction like this from landslides, or light construction, or a lot of the roads they just hadn't got around to building yet. So everywhere we went was road construction. So this was our lunch stop, kind of a generic roadside lunch stop before we returned to Leh. This is a picture from dinner. I didn't actually get to go because I didn't feel well, but Laura took the picture. And the next day we headed up what was at one point the highest pass in the world to get over into the next valley on the other side where we'd be spending the next few days. This is the very top of the pass, and heading down.
Waffle, did you already leave?
This brick road was pretty standard for the high passes near the top, and it was really bumpy. The potholes in the brick were pretty major, and it was just bumpy the whole way through the bricks. So it's kind of an interesting choice in road material.
Slush.
We had a pretty nice lunch at the bottom, but when I was going through pictures, I saw the toilet, and I thought, what better time than now to share Laura's journey of the holes. She had a nice tour of various holes. Luckily, I could use the restroom on the side of the road anywhere. Didn't have to try out a hole myself, but those are some of the ones that we saw during the 2 weeks that we were up there. Coming up here, one of the bro signs. These signs are all over all of the highways. And they normally set something kind of silly, but getting you thinking about safety, driving safer, driving slower. And it was the Border Roads organization that puts them up, so bro. So a lot of them would start off with bro at the top, and you'd read it like bro, hug my curves, don't rush them, or something weird like that. So we kept reading them off to each other. There's a lot of entertaining ones. This was one of my favorite hotels. They had a huge garden, so it was a lot of self-sustainment in the meals, and it was just really, really beautiful out there. The ride we did the next day was out to a really, really, really remote village. It's the furthest you can get by road, and kind of checked out their lifestyle, and then headed back to the same hotel. And the road was like this most of the way, mostly dirt. As you can see, though, the bros are hard at work, or maybe they're mostly sitting around. We could never tell. Um, we also thought they kind of spawned out of nowhere because they'd be out building the road with no tools, just their hands and some rocks, and no vehicles in sight, and no tractors, nothing. But they're doing something. The bros are always ready to build curves for you to hug.
I actually got a Julie back.
If you picked that up, Jule is something that we often yelled at the bros if we thought they could hear us. Jule is like Namaste for the region up here. So it was just kind of like a friendly greeting. But most of the time, you'd get just ignored if you yelled Jule at somebody. But it was fun, and it was exciting when they did say it back. These are not actually historic houses of any kind. They're animal pens for the winter. They put the sheep in there. This guy was entertaining. Was painting a bridge pretty high up with no safety harness or anything, just holding on with one hand. We did a lot of stopping and resting, so sometimes we'd take pictures of things, sometimes we'd take pictures with funny filters of things. We were told that the Dalai Lama lived here at one point. We Googled it later, and I don't think that's the case, but we were pretty excited to be lied to.
I'm live. We're here at the Camels. I'm here with Mark and Laura. How do you guys feel about the camels today?
Oh, I haven't been spit on yet.
Not yet? Are you like, who cares about that one? That one's got balls. Look at it.
What's wrong with the big schlong?
Big schlong. You hear that?
You gonna record? You're gonna want to lean further back.
Yeah.
This was, I think, the fastest I'd ever seen Russ ride a motorcycle. It was terrifying. He was hauling through dirt-filled corners, but he didn't crash.
They're probably like cursing at us.
Another pass knocked out, and an attempt at an action shot here. I think maybe we needed a little more speed. I don't know. This is another section of road that actually made it into the intro video as well.
Did you guys pass the tractor already? The what? Sleeping ladies, I don't see that. I see everybody behind me, but I don't know which ones are you. There's 3 pairs of 2. You're about to do a corner? A left and then a sharper left? Okay, I see you. How do I switch from camera to video though? Video? I'm GoProing myself, recording you with my phone.
This pass had all kinds of cool stuff at the top. Got a cool sign. Got this cool thing here. I don't know what to call that. Had guy and girl motorcycle painting. And then we arrived at this lake with China on the other side, and military PT boats. You're not allowed to go out on the water because it's all military. My attempt at a sorority pose, and we stayed in these Home Depot sheds. They were not very nice. This is the start to go up to the highest pass in the world. So nice long day, and really, really, really fun day. This is, I think, my favorite road out of the whole trip. So here it is. We made it to the top of the world's highest pass, over 19,000 feet. I can't express how difficult it was getting to the top. Picking up those bikes was absolutely exhausting. Like sprinting a 400-yard dash, just completely winded. Even just getting off the bike and over to the sign to take the picture seemed like an insanely daunting task. But we did it. We made it. We did have to make a stop though on the way down, kind of near the top, at a sign that said that this is the altitude of the Everest Base Camp. Kind of makes it even more amazing that people are able to climb higher than that, because that is just not enough oxygen to climb a mountain with. It's remarkable.
Next one. Wide. Nice and slow. It's nice and compact now, actually. Rainhill.
The next day we stayed at another hotel near a lake. The hotel was being built. Everything in this country is being built. This hotel, especially though, was not even close to complete. This is a shot from some geyser that we stopped at. Absolutely raging.
Ready to put your finger in it, plug it.
And I think this is the last pass we went over. Not too high. It's a nice road. Kind of just taking it easy, heading back to the hotel where we started, or where we're going to end, near Leh. Safety on road is safety at home. Some more wise words from the bros. This is kind of the last twisty road back to the hotel, and then I'll kind of end this video on the native dancing that we got at the hotel. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you like the voiceover more than the text-based presentation that was on the Thailand video that I posted a couple years ago. I'll try to plan ahead for the next one. Thanks.